So, welcome to the solutions video for the starter activity. Hopefully you've managed to get a complete set of equations written down already. If not, don't worry, we're going to write them down now. So the first one is Newton's second law. This one is quite a very famous formula actually. F equals ma. That's it. F equals ma is Newton's second law. Force is equal to mass multiplied by acceleration. Absolutely legendary formula, and that's Newton's second law. Acceleration, as I said, there's a couple of ways you could have written this down. So we're going to write it down both ways. So acceleration A is equal to delta V over T, and it is also equal to V minus U over T. They both mean the same thing. Essentially, what we're saying is that acceleration is equal to the change in velocity, or change in speed if we're working in scalars rather than vectors, but I prefer velocity. The change in velocity divided by the time taken for the velocity to change. So, for example, if V was 10 meters per second and U was 5 meters per second, and the time was 5 seconds, then 10 minus 5 over 5, the acceleration would be 5 divided by 5 is 1 meter per second squared. Delta is an operator you've seen before, and you need to remember this one because it comes up again and again. What it means is change in. You may also sometimes see, I'm going to show you this for completeness because of how it works in today's lesson, delta t, the change in time. If you see delta t, don't panic. It basically means the same thing. The amount of time taken, the change in the time for that velocity to change, it means roughly the same thing. But generally for acceleration, we write it like that as delta v upon t or v minus u upon t. Finally, momentum. Hopefully you'll remember this one from last week. Momentum p is equal to mass multiplied by velocity. P equals mv. That is a formula you need to know off the top of your head. It is a very important formula. Momentum equals mass times velocity. Whether it's on your formula sheet or not, I don't think it is from what I've seen, but you might get away with it. You should know it. It's a very easy and a very famous formula. P equals mv. So those are your solutions. You can now go back to the main video. We're going to apply this stuff to talk about impulse and how all this ties together.